It's all a little past. Let's see what the time is. A little bit before 5. Getting ready to go out for an early morning sunrise hike to a local park. Let's see what we can get this morning. It's 5:34 in the morning, so it looks kind of bright right now, but we have a full moon. Sunrise shouldn't be for another half hour or so. We've been wanting to get an owl for some time, but I don't think that I will be getting that. But there are a lot of other interesting birds up there, as well as deer. Maybe we'll spot something along the way. But right now it's pretty dark to photograph, so I'll probably just do some video. Somebody littered on the trail. That's nice. There's a bunny. Right there. The bunnies around here like to test what they can get away with in terms of fleeing from you. They'll only go a little bit because they like to stay in the mowed out flat section of the park trails. They don't want to have to go into the bush to avoid things. So this guy's probably hoping he can just get away with staying right there to avoid me. I'm sorry, guy. I gotta get past. So, I mean, you really can't see me. It's a little nature preserve. It has, I actually don't know how many acres, but it has a good number of different kind of biomes, I suppose you would call it. Walking through the wetlands, we have tall reeds of grass everywhere. Red-winged blackbirds are very, very common in this area. Here, you can see some of the tall reeds behind me, and you can hear all these birds already coming out. I'll cross a couple more bunnies on these trails so far. The trail's getting a little dark up ahead, so I might need to use a small flashlight so I don't trip and hurt myself. as soon as I heard my alarm. Once you get out and start hearing everything, seeing everything, it's quite nice. Get up before everybody else does. I'm sure there are plenty of people that still have to get up before 5:30. I used to have to get up at, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the morning. But I have the luxury of being able to sleep in a little bit longer now with my job. It's still worth it to get up on early mornings like this and kind of just take it all in before work. It's not a long hike, but there's another bunny on the trail. Right there. They're everywhere here. There's another bunny down there, but luckily for this one, I am going left to the old field trail. Here's this really cool part of the trail here, where these trees overgrow the path a little bit. Up here is also where I might spot some deer. I will let you know if I spot anything, but in the mornings, they're pretty commonly up here. All the birds are out singing. They're ready to go and get their breakfast. That sounds good right now. Spider webs. They're all over this trail. I'm actually surprised I haven't walked through more. Oh, there's another bunny. So you can see him right there. There's so many bunnies here. I'm sure some people would be like, that's so cool. Why aren't you stopping to take a picture? And I do sometimes. It's quite dark right now though, and I've gotten some really nice pictures of them. In sunlight and stuff like that on this trail, so I'll get one on the way back when it's a little bit brighter. Okay. This is soon here, I think, where the deer are, so I'm gonna start being very quiet. Bat. It's starting to get pretty light out. You can already see me a lot better in the camera. I might have missed it. Bat's just flying up ahead over my left. Probably getting in the last little bit of snacks. Okay. So, like an idiot, I forgot to use my microphone. So I'm just using the phone microphone. So hopefully you can hear me while I'm whispering. Still haven't seen any deer or anything. I would say, like Gimli, got eyes like a hawk, and ears like a fox. And then, like an idiot, I'm gonna stumble upon one and scare it off. I'll see some orange dried up leaves in the distance and think that's a small hint of a deer or something. I'm almost up at the spot. Sorry for the shaky footage. I'm just using my cell phone, so hopefully it's not too bad. I don't have a gimbal or anything like that. Just me and holding my phone on a tiny tripod. I will set up with the Sony 100 to 400 at 4.5. Some of this stuff is so tall now I wouldn't even be able to see a deer if there was one just back there. This is where we're going, this platform. A little bit later than I would have liked to have been, but that's okay. Filming things slows you down a little bit. Look at this huge, flat sheet of cloud that's just going across most of the sky in that direction. It opens up a little bit going this way. No deer, still lots of bunnies, but there are a lot of small Pennsylvania songbirds, but not a lot of them are easy to spot. Some of them are coming out in the small trees, like these here. They're just too small and far away for the 100 to 400 to really pick up anything on it. But I can hear them all. I'm not quite familiar enough with birds to know what kinds are out based on their song. My wife would probably be able to tell me. She's probably mad at me right now that I don't know exactly what's singing. Set up the DJI mic, got my camera. Let's see if we can get something now. It's pretty much sunrise. Here, come take a look at this. It's nice to just get out here and kind of be up before everyone else is. Take it all in, enjoy the sounds of nature. It's peaceful. There's a little robin there. just now. It's very beautiful out. You can see in the background. I've taken some photos and video that I'll share with you. No deer. Surprisingly, most of the time when I come here, there's some deer out in the fields, but maybe there were, and I just couldn't see it because the grass was so tall. Definitely a lot of bunnies, though. I think I did see a fairly small bird of prey flying overhead earlier, but I didn't get any pictures of it. It was when I was still setting up, minus all the traffic noises. I'm not sure if you can hear any of that, but it sounds peaceful. I'm in Pennsylvania. This is a community park, so it's pretty close to roads and traffic and stuff like that, but it's still quite nice. Something stinks, so that means there's probably some sort of critter nearby, and I just can't see it because it's hidden in the tall grass. But yeah, just taking everything in, and then all of a sudden I get hit with this kind of musky smell. So I think there are groundhogs here, so it could be a groundhog moving in the grass. I would probably see and hear it if it was anything kind of bigger than that. It's mornings like this that make me wish I had a drone, so I could just get up above everything. Everything's kind of overgrown right now. It's July, so everything's like quite tall and green and overgrown. One thing I was hoping to spot this morning is a hummingbird, a ruby-throating hummingbird. I have seen one or two here before, but they're just so small and hard to spot in all this. We have one at our house that has been quite elusive and only ever comes out whenever I'm in the middle of something else and can't grab my camera to take a picture of it. But I just really like hummingbirds, and I'm going to get a really good picture of one, but I just haven't had the opportunity yet. It doesn't look like I'm going to get one this morning, but you never know. I'll remain hopeful. Alright, it's about, let's see, almost an hour after sunrise. There's still lots of birds singing around here, but I think I'm gonna pack up some of this stuff and see if I can go a little bit further down the trail. I know that there's a vulture nest just a little bit further ahead, so maybe I can spot the vulture. And then I'm gonna have to pack up and go back home and get ready for work. But yeah, let's head out. Not sure if you can see them, but there is a ton of geese. There they go. Gotta set you down. Hold on. Sorry about that. All the way out over in the distance. It's a very lopsided formation. The one trail is very long on the one side, and then the other side's very short. I hear something very kind of guttural. It sounds almost like a frog or something at a pond, but I don't believe there's a pond that way that would be close enough where I would hear it this loudly. So I'm wondering, I'm not familiar with animal calls, but I wonder if it's some sort of deer calling or something. didn't record it, but I just came across a butterfly. I think it's a monarch butterfly on the trail, and I got some pictures of it. It was resting on some of these flowers. Probably a little hard to tell. There we go. That's zoomed in a little bit, but I have a whole series of pictures of it resting as well as taking off. Yeah. On this side. Back on the trail. Kind of delayed a little bit taking smaller bird pictures, stopping every now and again. And it's now 7:42, so I do have to get back. Get back at this rate, but just wanted to show you the path with the cool trees now that it's actually a little bit lighter out. There is a plaque somewhere that, aha. Here's the type of tree.